Good afternoon. We are back. Blake McCowie and Russ Evans here for the championship game for the Division II College Hockey South playoffs. We have the number 2 seed, Tennessee, and the number 6 seed, Clemson, for an incredible matchup here.
Yeah, not the match that we expected going into the tournament, with FAU being the number 1 seed and dropping last night's game to Clemson 6-4 with an empty netter at the 6th goal last night. And Tennessee, with two really dominant performances over UAH and Tampa, have not had to face a lot of adversity in this tournament so far. While Clemson they overcame a 3-0 deficit Friday night, or afternoon rather, against Florida, who was I believe the third seed, fourth seed. They were on up there. I know that. And not dominating performances, but they have outworked teams. Well, the opposite side of that is Tennessee, and they have just dominated teams outright in every game so far.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing here that really excites me is Clemson has shown itself as the king of the upsets here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Upsetting number 3 Florida, and then coming into the semifinal game against FAU. Really just an incredible game that we saw.
Yeah, last night between FAU and Clemson was one of the better games, and not what we expected from Clemson. Clemson sort of came in here sputtering, so to speak, and they've really got it going and got hot at the right time.
Absolutely. Now we have starting lineups here for Clemson and Tennessee. The national anthem. Now, definitely an exciting matchup here. As you mentioned to me before the broadcast, this is a North Division championship.
Yeah, it's not surprising that the South has really dominated the league this year. They've played very, very well in their first season as a sort of organized division. But the North is going to be coming out on top of the CHS D2 this year.
Absolutely, and I mean, the thing about Clemson and Tennessee is Clemson was on a hot streak in the first half of the season. They really seemed to have fallen off in the end, but they seem to have brought it back in during this playoffs. And so I have some stats here. I mean, the last head-to-heads that we have between Clemson and Tennessee beat Clemson 2-1 in January 27th. But the day before that, Tennessee beat them 5-2. So this was during the period of falling for Clemson, but this should be an interesting matchup nonetheless, especially with Clemson picking up their hot streak. They win the face-off, Clemson Tigers, and they bring it to their D zone. Clemson bringing it back around.
Yeah, and the Tigers have really leaned on Parker Dietz as his third straight day of playing hockey as a goalie, and it's been he's played very, very well. I think coming into this, he was just a tick below 900, and league average is probably around the 890 mark to begin with, if not lower, if I had to guess.
Absolutely. And what's interesting, like Tampa previously in the last game, the Clemson has 5 goaltenders on their roster, it looks like. But Dietz has been playing, and he's been phenomenal for the Tigers. Big shot on goal.
And Dietz he started 13 games this season with the 350 goals above allowed average, and he's really dominated play this tournament. Looked very, very good.
Absolutely, very well. Face-off in the Tennessee Ice Wolves D zone. Tennessee looking to take control here, take back the puck, and they do. And number 24 and over to number 9 on Tennessee, Mitchell Sprankman. Try to hit a big shot on goal, doesn't quite make it. Over the net from behind. And it's back in neutral ice with Tennessee holding on, and Clemson taking over, clearing it over the Tennessee's D zone. Tennessee taking the puck back. Big shot. Nice block from Dietz, not going in with 18:55 in the period 1.
Almost a good chance there, and he's taking a shot off. Lost handle twice there.
Little bit of a slip up there from Tennessee. Almost able to shoot one in, sneak it by. Not quite, though. 24, Jason Seaholm trying to find the puck.
They've been so dominant this weekend. It's hard to believe that they can make mistakes, I guess. I mean, they've been so flawless this weekend, honestly, not having a lot of issues at all. But early on, a bit of a slow start. A couple opportunities gone for naught because just lost the puck a couple times there.
Absolutely, and so we have 2-2 on shots on goal already. Still no big opportunities, though, with the strong goaltenders in the net, especially from Dietz and Clemson. And what looks to be Patrick Green for the Bulls. Back into Clemson's ice. Swing it back around. Tennessee taking the puck, intercepting it, getting it through, trying to find their way into the net. Tennessee able to find a little bit of aggression here, and over to Goats 2016.
Yeah, some nice pass here and good flow of the game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Clemson taking the puck back, clearing it over, and an ice call from the refs. Puck's going to go all the way back to Clemson's D zone. Clemson's going to find themselves in a face-off in their own D zone. Tennessee's going to try and make something work with this. Drop of the puck. Clemson wins it. A little bit of a skate pass over to his teammate. Number 11 of Clemson, Sully Kopp. Trying to make something work, but Tennessee is able to intercept, take control. Kopp takes it right back. 16 tries to pass to 93 on Clemson. That's Roman Bryant.
Oh, lost handle on that. There's going to be a tripping call there against the Vols.
Big hit.
Had the opportunity there for a shot coming with a lot of speed there, but just couldn't quite find it. He lost the handle.
That's going to be a Clemson power play with 17:11 on the clock. Only 2 minutes and 49 seconds. What do you think that power play is going to do for Clemson? I mean, they've shown themselves as the underdog, and Tennessee is a strong team, but can they face a 4-on-5 very well?
Yeah, last year the Tigers' power play let up a lot of short-handed goals, but this year they really fixed that, and the power play is almost a strong suit of this team.
Absolutely, and as you can see, try to get a shot and not quite. Defense from Tennessee able to block the shot. Clemson still maintaining puck possession, going into neutral, swinging it back a little bit, going back on the aggression here, trying to find something. Kopp just misses the pass. Not going to make something work here. Tennessee's going to swing it back, try and clear it. Back onto 88 from Clemson. That is Santiago Diaz. He's passing it to his teammate, number 13, Thomas Anderson, star player of the team.
Some nice movement there by the
Green is
Tigers.
going to be able to stop it. And like you said, Russ, nice movement.
Right.
Really
absolutely.
incredible. And that's something we've seen from a lot of teams here. Clemson with 1:15 on Tennessee's penalty left. Clemson are going to have to try and make something work. Tigers over to 9. Looks like it's going to go into Clemson's D zone now. Tennessee without possession, though. Clemson's going to take it back pretty easily with 47 seconds and counting. And number 19 penalties for Tennessee. That's Ethan Privman.
That puck does not leave the rink. Well above the glass there. Stays in.
Clemson's going to take this puck back in their D zone behind the net. That's number 6, Brian Blumgeist. Over to number 12, Callum Shea. Back to Blumgeist and over to 8. It's Will Ralston. Ralston showed himself as a pretty important player here at this playoff, and big shot on goal, but
Fortuitous bounce there for the Tigers off the boards.
nice block.
The power
Tennessee,
play
Fraser,
will expire here.
big player, their top point getter. Not quite able to make something work on his advancement. Clemson, a little bit of movement here and a push from Tennessee. A little aggression there. Clemson's able to find the puck, make a little bit of an advancement here.
Yeah, a bit of a trip there, but no call.
Will Ralston trying to find something. Big shot. Not quite, though. Green's able to block it.
Clemson, dominating play right now. 5 shots against the Vols, 2.
That's a good point.
Through the crease there. Can't find a man.
And Green is out of the net. Tried to move the puck over, get it out of the way, clear it. Looks like Tennessee's going to move it into neutral's ice. Fraser clearing it.
The Vols doing just enough here to keep this game tied at 0-0.
Absolutely. The Bulls are going to have a line change here. Fresh players with Richter getting on the ice. And it looks like Dietz is going to stop it. 14:07 on the board here. And some Green Day playing.
We've had a diverse array of music this weekend.
Absolutely. I like the fact that in Huntsville you can go from Elvis Presley to Green Day.
Exactly. Very, very, very unique here at Huntsville.
And drop of the puck in Clemson's D zone. Not sure who's
Huntsville
winning
is,
this, though. Still,
Huntsville.
they haven't figured it out, but Clemson is going to ultimately take possession. Not quite, though. Not without the aggression from Tennessee here. Clemson's number 10, Alex Wallace, is going to make an advancement here. Take it back with Bryant on his side. Not quite. Clemson's going to have to move back to their D zone, figure something else out. But Privman taking the puck, big shot, and a miss.
Well wide there.
13:35 on the clock.
Yeah,
Blow the whistle from the refs.
Tigers caught the puck up there, and almost led to a pretty good chance there, but he missed the net.
Absolutely. Clemson's going to swap some players out. Got some fresh bodies. Face off in neutral ice. Clemson's going to win it. Not without some aggression from Tennessee. Clemson trying their best here in neutral ice. Moving it forward. Back to neutral ice by Tennessee's Ice Wolves. Clemson showing up. Finding the puck. Pass. Maybe a shot here. A shot, but a block by Dietz.
Not caught cleanly there.
Green. You have me tripped up with Dietz. See a lot of good plays from him, and puck goes up to the net. A little bit of stoppage here from the refs. As you said, we have 6 shots on goals from Clemson and 2 from Tennessee. It's clear where the game is tilted right now.
Tigers are looking pretty hot here. They look very good so far.
Absolutely. Clemson piling up here along with some Tennessee players, trying to find out what they're going to do here. A little bit of a knock back the puck by Clemson's 88, Santiago Diaz. Trying to figure something out. Sends it back a little bit.
The Vols have been on their heels for the whole period just about. Not a lot of action for them.
Absolutely, with there's 12:30 on the clock. Spinning puck there. Tennessee trying to find out what they're going to do here. They move up, they coordinate something. A little bit of a fall there from Clemson. And Schneider is going to move up, trying to hit a shot, but Dietz is there to catch it. Won't go in. 12:09 on the clock. And we're going to find ourselves in another face-off with some new players on the ice. Well refreshed and ready for this face-off in Clemson's D-zone. Clemson trying to find this puck, but the Ice Fools are not going to take it. Clemson's going to take it and make a quick advance here. They have the people. Shot and a block from Green. Not quite. Big collision there against the boards. The Ice Fools are going to take it, move it into neutral ice. A little bit of a
The Vols are a pretty flowy team, and so far they haven't gotten the flow going. Not a lot of rhythm here.
Absolutely, that's a good point. And Tennessee also did win Best in Flow.
Yes, Tennessee did win the Best in Flow tournament today.
By quite a bit.
With the women's team of Tampa taking the trophy on that front, they will win a significant prize.
Absolutely. And Tennessee, with the Best in Flow win, should try to look for a win in the playoffs as well. But with 11:11 on the clock, 10-9, it looks like it's a pretty neutral game right now.
Yeah. It's been a little more even the past couple of minutes, but I think Clemson's still dominating this. They have a bit of a rush chance here.
Definitely. Clemson finding a little bit of aggression. Finding the break. Doesn't quite connect to the stick.
Whiffed on the shot there.
Absolutely. Never a good spot to find yourself in, but Clemson are trying to keep puck control here, swapping back and forth between the Vols and the Tigers. But ultimately, the Vols are going to find themselves over in neutral ice now, moving it forward, trying to get it out of the way. Now they're in Clemson's D zone. Ooh, maybe an icing here. No.
Ice hasn't really been tilted as much in the past couple of minutes as we are not quite half of the period yet. Still 10:21 to go. Still looking for some rhythm from the Vols, who are a pretty fast team, and so far they haven't really shown that.
Absolutely. What's their play style been like this season?
For the most part, it's been, like I said earlier, fast, and they're a very flowy team. They flow from offense to defense very well. The coaches are the ones who really emphasize defense, so the players run the offense, so to speak.
Definitely. Well, it looks to be they have that flow, but the aggression and power just isn't all there right this second.
Yeah, and another thing, they are aggressive when they need to be. They're not going to be aggressive. They're not going to tire themselves out, and that's a big key here. As Clemson was one of the best conditioned teams in the league. Yes, the CrossFit has a big part in this tournament. Playing 3 days in a row is no joke.
Well, Clemson blow the whistle from the ref. Clemson's finding itself on the offense quite often here. With 10 minutes gone already, we have 9:39 on the clock. Clemson are not extending, I'd say. They're kind of matching Tennessee's energy with a little more aggression in the D zone of Tennessee when Clemson's able to get in that.
Yeah, a lot of fatigue playing 3 days in a row.
From the ref.
There's got to be some fatigue here, but both teams have played. Like I said, this is the third straight day of playing, so I would think there'd be a lot of fatigue here. But it is the final game. You gotta muscle it out here and get it going.
Definitely. Tennessee, of course, plays very well. I mean, they were in the Savannah Hockey Classic, their first year back since the first year of the Savannah Hockey Classic. 25th anniversary was this year, and they played quite well for their first showing.
Yeah, they played very, very well, and they're playing very well in this tournament.
Absolutely. Of course. Tennessee took possession, but number 6 from Clemson, Brian Blomgeist, is able to find it, intercept, and a shot on goal, but Green's able to stop it. It won't go through. Back to Clemson's D zone. They have control, though. 88 Santiago Diaz clears it. Ooh.
The 11th, or the 13th time the Roof Monster has come into effect here.
The Roof Monster. I like that term here in Huntsville at the Huntsville Ice Sports Center.
Yes, Huntsville is definitely a city, as I like to say.
It is the city for the Division II playoffs.
Nice roads here. Nice roads. I'll give them that. They have nice roads.
And red lights are optional out here.
And I heard, and I think I saw this, there's a standalone Dillard's.
Standalone Dillard's that they built them all around. It's kind of an urban legend here.
Yes, it is.
But it looks like Clemson's going to take the puck back. Take a trip to the standalone Dillard's after this game. Oh! And a big goal for Tennessee.
Some great luck and great passing there for the Vols. The initial shot didn't go. Back pass. Didn't find a man initially, but found a man just in time to make a shot and put it in the back of the net there. Nice movement there for the Vols.
Absolutely. A big play there from them as the goal comes in from the officials. With 11 minutes and 47 seconds already gone through this first period. Incredible work from Tennessee there. Finding the slip up, really. Not much aggression there. That was just more of a by happens chance for us.
Yeah, a lot of luck there, but you got to use some luck in a tournament like this. It's only 3 days to play. But nice start for the Vols as they were off to a bit of a slow start, but now they're picking it up a little bit.
Absolutely. Now, Clemson, as we saw in the Florida game, they can crumble after a goal like that.
Yeah, absolutely not. But, yeah.
Because
a lot of icing for the Tigers here is I don't think they ought to be worn out just yet.
Absolutely. But Clemson finding itself slipping up there, if they can let that get to them, and they can certainly crumble as they did in Florida. But even though they crumbled in the Florida game, they came all the way back.
Yeah.
So it's certainly doable, and just keeping calm and collected as the Tennessee Ice Wolves do can certainly pay off.
Looks like Mike DeClan, the head coach of the Clemson Tigers, is talking with the refs about possibly that goal.
Perhaps.
Not sure what
that goal came in through number 9, Mitchell Spranklin, with the help of number 25, Will Schneider, and number 24, Jason Seal. A fantastic goal, really. Finding Dietz slip up, which he really hasn't all that much in this tournament. We're going to find ourselves in a playoff in Clemson's D zone. Clemson moving the puck around, and a little bit of a collision there.
Oh, yeah, big hit there. It's going to be a penalty against Tennessee here. Possibly for boarding, perhaps?
Blows the whistle. Penalty comes down from the refs.
Jackson's getting a little trippy down there.
Telling Jackson,
number 81,
to get in the box.
believe the call is boarding, but let's see. No, he's been ejected from the game.
He has been ejected. That is interesting.
I would assume that is for abuse of officials, as he was
Talking back there, he definitely was.
a little too much
Commissioner
there.
Kyle Nell comes down. He holds 5 fingers up, it looks like.
Might be a
Could be a
5-minute major
5-minute.
here.
Definitely a little bit of talk back there. He did not want to get in the box, and ref definitely told him to.
Still waiting for the exact call.
Yep, the officials are still working on it. It's coming down right now. Tennessee figuring itself
And
out.
Tennessee's going to send a player to the box to serve this penalty. It's going to be number 23.
O'Connell, excuse me. And Kyle Nell, commissioner of the College Hockey South Conference, will be operating the door for that
Yes,
penalty. And it is
talented,
a 5-minute major.
known talented door opener, Kyle Nell, yes.
Penalty still coming down. We have it on the record now, waiting for the cause. Clemson playing quite well in Tennessee's D zone. They need a 5-minute major penalty here
Ooh.
if they want to come back from this 1-point deficit they have.
Yeah, a lot of time there, no need to rush things.
Big shots on goal. Only 20 seconds into this power play.
Yeah.
And Green is able to catch it and stop the puck right in his tracks. And that is Miles Jackson, number 81, with a 5-minute major for boarding.
Just came through. Yeah, I don't like the strategy here. Just getting shots from the point. You got to work it down low.
Absolutely, and that's what Clemson is looking for right now. It seems they are passing. 88 Santiago Diaz in the back, passing and trying to get it through. Ref blows the whistle. Wasn't a goal. The ref wants to get everyone organized and make sure there's no roughing.
So now the Vols will be down a skater for the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of production from Miles Jackson on the scoreboard, but you definitely don't want to be down a D-man in a game like this. He is last on the team in points, but
Not the best position to be in, nonetheless.
no, as a Vol, no.
Tennessee almost finding another there. Not quite, though. Big block from Dietz.
Now, the thing about Tennessee is they do change up their power play and PK units a little bit. Not necessarily the personnel, but they also like to change up how they defend it. This is the second power play they faced.
Absolutely. Clemson playing a little slow here. They're going to have players pinned to stop Tennessee interception, and Tennessee is not going to get it. Clemson keeping control, but the Ice Bulls ultimately do take it and move it into the O zone. The Ice Bulls trying to work something with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left on this 5-minute major.
Yeah, still plenty of time left to get something going here. Those shots from the point were caught pretty cleanly by the Tennessee goalie. We'll like to see a little bit of shot selection here on the rush.
Absolutely. Ooh,
just at the
really
crease.
smooth from Clemson there, but they didn't have the player to retrieve the puck and ultimately shoot. Back to number 9. Clemson looking for something here. Not quite. Still not finding anything. Now, the Bulls do have the Tigers have Kopp and Hubbard on the ice right now, trying to make the best of the 2 minutes and 5 seconds left of this 5-minute major.
So on goal there.
Shot on goal. Tennessee able to take it, and it looks like they're going to clear it.
Good rebound chance there. Just couldn't cash it in as we're back to 2 minutes on the power play.
Absolutely. Clemson taking the puck. And
getting really aggressive here from the Vols.
Absolutely. They need everything they can to stop this power play. 4 minutes left in the period. And they're up 1, and they're doing pretty well in this 5-minute power play for Clemson.
Oh, seam pass. Nearly finds a stick.
A little bit of a high shot there. And a big shot on goal, but
off
just
the
out of
glove,
Green's glove.
like.
Yeah. And a clear from Tennessee.
The Tennessee faithful very happy with the PK so far.
Absolutely. And with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on that penalty, they only have half a standard penalty left.
I get it in deep here so that I think it's set up with less than a minute to go in the PK.
Absolutely. And there's 3 minutes, 12, 11, and 10 left in this first period. Players pinned. Refs are telling them to move the puck. It's pinned, though. And a clear from Tennessee with 38 seconds left on their penalty. Clemson trying to figure something out.
Time for one last chance here.
Number 6, Brian Blomgust, trying to find out what they can really do here. Back in Tennessee's D zone. And a big hit. Another clear from Tennessee with 8 seconds left on this penalty.
That's gonna kill it off.
It looks like O'Connell is going to come out of this penalty box ready. O'Connell straight to the benches. They're going to exchange him. Shots on goal. Ready. Dietz, as always, not letting anything through. Clemson taken back for the advantage with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. 2. Back into Clemson's D zone, it looks like. And Tennessee have the men. Are they going to be able to find something here, though, Russ?
Yeah, they got to get something going here with less than 2 minutes to go in the period, and that puck will leave the ice. We'll have a face-off here.
1 minute and 40 seconds left in this first period. Okay, it looks like the refs are talking,
there,
trying to see what happened here. Not quite sure. Clemson and Iceville is setting up here for a neutral zone puck drop. Clemson ultimately winning it, but the Icefuls are going to take it back, and then all the way back, Alex Wallace taking possession for the Clemson Tigers. Playing a little swiftly. Uh-oh. Gave it up to Spranklin. Not a good sign. And then number 24, Hubbard. Kopp, rather.
Had the back door there, just didn't see it.
Absolutely. That's
Try to go near side instead as a bit of a rush chance here.
Clemson needs to try and figure something out here. They let a penalty or power play up. They have 1 minute and 2 seconds to figure it out, unless the Icefuls are going to send it back. A little bit of shaved ice there on the side, slowing the puck down. And 54 seconds left on the clock in this first period of the championship game. Clemson Tigers trying to maintain possession, figure something out here, but the Icefuls are going to take it. Pass. And the Tigers are going to advance very quickly.
Oh, a really nice back checking there.
Cade Henold, number 9, very fast player.
Here we go.
And again, Cade.
Some really good defense off the rush from the Vols here.
Absolutely. It takes a very firm structure to stop a player like Henold from breaking through.
Yeah, it really does. And for Clemson, who the team that focuses on the transition game and works off turnovers, it's very, very important to be good off the rush.
Absolutely. Clemson, the fans are telling Clemson to
Tip
shoot
just
it.
wide there at the buzzer.
And that's the buzzer for the first period. Tennessee up 1-0 against Clemson. And Clemson's going to have to figure it out in the locker rooms during this intermission. What are you expecting to see, Russ? I mean, this is the championship game. This is for all the bragging rights. Clemson's made it quite far. Multiple underdog games that they've won. And Tennessee kind of the second seed, really the best in the North Division. They've made it through. What are you expecting to see between these two?
I think in the next period we're going to see hopefully more goals. Obviously, you always want to see some offense in a big game like this. But I'm really happy with the way the game's gone. It's been a great championship game so far. Some nice back and forth play. Both teams are trading shots and chances, and it's been a very fun game to watch.
Absolutely. Well, that does it for the first period here of Clemson University versus University of Tennessee. 1-0 on the score for Tennessee. And we'll see you back here for period 2. And welcome back, College Hockey South. Division II playoffs. Championship game here.
Yeah, the first period was pretty good for both teams. As you might be able to hear the Clemson faithful starting their chant. Not sure how that chant came about. Shots are 7-11 in favor of Clemson. Once again, Mason Phelps on the camera. Army veteran Mason Phelps, who's also an actor and college student.
Absolutely, very busy man and a rugby player.
He likes to collect side quests, as he said. And a notable thing here, Clemson will start this period off on the PK. Herbert Koff, the number 2 scorer, is going to the box for 2 minutes for high sticking.
Yeah, we didn't get that through until just the end of the period there, and it's been confirmed. It's number 24, Herbert Kopp. That's their second point getter, right next to Cade Henold. Not the best position to be in for Clemson, especially when they're down 1 point already. How do you think this is going to play into the second period?
I think it's going to be a pretty impactful thing here as Tennessee, the puck will drop. I think if Tennessee can get some momentum with the long-range effect, it's going to be pretty good. But, for the whole period. But at the same time, if the Tigers can kill it, that's a big momentum shift for them.
Absolutely, and that's a face-off win for Tennessee, and they send it back to Clemson's D-zone. Clemson are now fighting. Tennessee holding on to the puck here. 1 minute 30 on their power play. They're going to try and make the best of it. Slow playing here at the moment. Spranklin back. A big hit from Clemson on to Tennessee. Clemson
good stick there and
clears the puck. 1 minute left on the Iceville's power play.
Not a lot of pressure here, and just out of your view, is the trophy that the winning team will receive. It's in view of both teams here.
Absolutely.
A bit of a motivator.
Definitely. It has to be a key factor in their performance here. They have to be eager and hungry for this win. I mean,
yeah.
This has sort of been dominated by Tampa last year when they were a D2 team. They've since moved up. But Tennessee and Clemson is not a matchup that you would have expected last year, really, no.
Yeah, and myself included, we lifted the trophy earlier. It was not as heavy as you might think.
Absolutely. Well, Tennessee last year, they ended about 9th or 10th. They did make it to playoffs, so Clemson did not. So this is an incredible performance from both of these teams here.
I think no matter the outcome for Clemson, you have to just be happy with your season. You had a dominant first half. You had a slow second half, not very good, but then a really nice push in the playoffs here. But for Tennessee, if you don't win here, it is what it is. But you want to win this one as you are the second seed. You are expected to play well.
Absolutely. They weren't able to take Savannah because they couldn't put up the fight against Florida. They did beat Georgia Tech, though. And a big hit from Tennessee, and it goes in! Clemson. Dietz is not able to block that puck, and a goal will come through. I missed exactly who it was.
Yeah, huge stop there from Dietz at first, but he just could not gobble up the rebound there. Did not absorb the shot very well, and he let it back in on the rebound and just to a wide open net there.
And from my end, a shout out to Silver Airways. The flight has been delayed to 7:45 p.m. It's a total of about 3 hours now.
I want to give a shout out to Great Clips, my barbers, and back home in Oxford. Lovely people.
Anyway, Clemson's going to take this puck. They're going to take possession and maybe transform some energy here after that goal from Tennessee. They can't be too happy about that. They're down 0-2 now. Clemson taking back puck possession. Sending it back over. Not quite. And a shot. Quickly put away by Green there, though. That Tennessee goal came through by 25 Will Schneider. Just slipped it in on the left side with the help of 17 Kyle Stober and 19 Ethan Privman. Tennessee taking control in the neutral zone. Sends it high, not quite hitting the net. Clemson going to take the puck, though. Big shot from Tennessee. Not quite. Dietz is there to block it.
Yeah,
Center
good job there
chest.
from the defense to
Absolutely. And a pass.
down there.
Clemson trying to make it in. That's with the help of number 8, Will Ralston. Clemson trying to figure out here behind the net. And a little bit of a slip in there. Not quite, though. Dietz in defense, or Green in the defense of the Ice Wolves, rather. Really efficient at not letting a puck slip through. The Ice Wolves take back puck control. They're trying to figure something out. They get it past the Clemson Tigers, and they get it into their D zone. And a complete line change from Tennessee Ice Wolves. They're ready for the offense. Clemson changing some players out as well. And Tennessee's going to send it back. Try and get some clean offense here. Not quite though, and a big hit from a Clemson Tiger, number 14, Connor Fraser. Big point getter from them.
pretty good period so far for the Vols. They come out pretty strong, doubled their lead. And Clemson's a bit on their heels as they have some ozone time finally. They can't really gather the puck though.
Absolutely.
And that puck's gonna be called an icing.
An icing call from the ref. Return it back to Tennessee's D zone. See if Clemson can work something out with 15:08 on the clock in the second period.
The Vols are looking a lot sharper this period. A lot more flow to their game so far.
Absolutely. And, I mean, that's what we've been seeing from them, and that's what you mentioned. That's what they've tried to do this entire season.
And I think a big part of this game is the crowd for Tennessee. They traveled a pretty good way here. Clemson, surprisingly, they made a far drive. I don't know exactly. It's probably more than 8 hours, I'd assume. But both teams, there's a freeze there. Both teams have a pretty good crowd here, but Tennessee definitely has the advantage. It feels more like a home game for them, as it's like I said, a pretty good crowd for Tennessee.
Yeah, quite the drive for both of these teams, but they have several handfuls of fans here ready to watch them play. Clemson holding on to the puck behind the net. Big pass over to Cade Henold, star player for the Clemson Tigers. Not figuring it out, though. Tennessee trying to clear. And ultimately, it'll be the Tigers who regain possession and send it back into the Ice Wolves D zone. Tennessee's figuring it out here, passing it back and forth, taking their time, trying to get the Tigers a little loose here and find the breakaway, it looks like. Oh, and a big check from number 24 of Clemson.
That's Herbert Koff there on the check. And yeah, Tennessee, they're about a 3-hour drive from here, while Clemson is actually only 4 hours, about almost 5, a lot more than that. So good on the fans to get down here.
Yeah, taking traffic. I don't know if you have to go through Atlanta to get from Clemson, but can't be too fun going through there. Big shot from Tennessee. Flies right in front of the goal, but Dietz is able to block it and keep it out.
Dietz
Incredible performance from him.
Keeping his team in the game here.
Dietz holds on to the puck, and it looks like it's going to be a face-off. Really clean performance from the Ice Wolves here.
Yeah, and so far this tournament, I think Clemson's been a really good third period team, and we're still a ways away from that period. We're almost halfway through the game here. but they've shown up and showed out really in the third period in both games.
It's a good point. 13:29 left on the clock in the second period. And as we remember, the University of Florida, the third seed, just under Tennessee, Clemson was able to come back all the way 0-3 and make that a 4-3 game.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
So that's a big note here as Clemson seems to be on their heels for a little bit. Have not been able to have those crisp tape passes that they really need to get the rush going.
Absolutely.
The game from zone to zone hasn't been too crisp either, but they got to figure that out soon if they want to get back this game.
Yep, and with 12:50 on the clock, a big shot from Iceville's onto the Tigers' net, but not quite hitting it. Ooh,
Number
shot
13.
way high.
That is the 13th time the Reef Monster has gotten the puck here in Rink 1.
That's incredible.
There were 2 games in Rink 2, about 40 feet behind me.
You know, those low ceilings really come out in full force here. I mean, they don't have falling lights like some rinks in Florida. And the glass hasn't broken yet.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Mid-South Ice House. Lovely rink. They do have a kitchen. It is a kitchen. Nice plaza area.
It's always fantastic. You love to see those in your ice rinks kitchens. And, you know, Huntsville Ice Sports Center certainly has one.
Yes, we've eaten here for 3 days now.
And
lunch, then lunch again, and dinner, and lunch today.
Absolutely. I'm quite happy with the food here.
It's been a cheap trip for us. I haven't spent too much money.
And with that, the Clemson Tigers are
waiting on my reimbursement for gas.
Keeping control. Trying to find the net here. Oh, almost.
Oh, good job there.
Big drop from Green to save it just before crossing the red line.
Yeah, that was a nice save there from the Tennessee goalie. But a bit of a dive towards the puck, though.
He
had to watch.
He had to reach for that one, and you don't really see that. They've been pretty calm and composed, and that was a really big slip up.
He didn't seem too composed there. He seemed a little on edge, I guess you could say.
Another big shot there from number 14, Connor Fraser. Tennessee taking puck control back, though. Clemson Tigers looking to try and figure it out, though. And another big point from Tennessee. That's going to make the game 3-0.
What a snipe there. Hit the water bottle on the top shelf of the net. Wow.
Incredible performance from the Icevilles here.
Now, a big difference between the Florida-Clemson matchup was that Florida went up 3-0 early.
Yes.
They had all game to come back, and they won that game 4-3. We are now almost half of the game, and they've not gotten the board yet.
Absolutely. That's a very good point to note out. But as we mentioned, Clemson also made some pretty decent work of FAU, another fantastic team, top-ranked team in Division II nationally. And that goal is coming in down from the officials right now.
Only one shot on goal this period for the Tigers.
Absolutely. That goal came from number 3, Tyler Isles.
I believe the Vols have had 7. As we do have our regular scorekeeper back finally. Tim Flynn is the coach of UAH. He's not the full-time scorekeeper.
Absolutely. This is his rink. They play here, UAH. They got out of the tournament earlier to Tennessee. 10 minutes and 40, 39, and 38 on the clock. Tennessee still 3-0. Oh.
That's number 14, I believe. I think it might have gotten a piece of the roof. Maybe just the net, though.
That went high, though. It definitely did. Looks like line changes from both teams here. These guys are going to be refreshed.
Final game here. Game 1 was this morning at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
FAU won that game handedly, I believe. Got the exact score. Oh, excuse me. It was 3-2. It was 3-2.
Absolutely. Close one there for a team like FAU. Tennessee and Clemson trying to battle this one out. Clemson really on its way, fighting up the mountain that is Tennessee.
A lot of frustration from Santiago Diaz of Clemson, really the whole Clemson bench, and you see here, I don't think you can quite see the bench, but Clemson is sitting down, and while Tennessee's up on their feet, there's an icing call there.
Icing call from the ref. Blow the whistle, sending it back.
We've seen a lot of that this weekend. A lot of teams sitting down have lost energy, and teams standing up, obviously, I've seen it as a sign of just the energy, and right now all the energy seems to be going towards the Vols.
And with that, Huntsville Ice Sports Center is playing Pearl Jam.
Yes.
Really generational here. And with that Pearl Jam motivation, it looks like the Clemson Tigers are going to lose the puck to the Ice Wolves. And a big hit.
That's
looks like the refs are going to call that one. And a little bit of an aggression after the hit. Tennessee is going to get a penalty for that.
Boarding, I would assume, there.
Could only assume. And that's going to be number 17 for Tennessee, Kyle Stober.
Yeah.
Refs are talking about it with the officials and among themselves. And the captain is waiting alongside to get a word in, it seems. Asking the ref what's going on. Captain Tennessee talking to the refs. Tennessee's going to get a 2-minute.
And a good start here for the Vol PK.
Absolutely.
As they exit the zone.
Clemson on the power play here. They're going to have to make something happen now. If they can't do it with just 4 Ice Wolves on the ice, then it's going to be a little bit hard to justify them taking this at any other time. Whistle blow from the refs. As we mentioned earlier, if you didn't see it, Ice Wolf was ejected.
Yes, that was
boarding.
Miles Jackson earlier. Suppose it was a more egregious boarding call.
And it seems to have not affected the Ice Wolves' gameplay here, though.
No,
they're
not
playing
at all.
quite fine. They got all 3 goals after that call, I believe. Or no, they got 1 goal and then they got the boarding call and ejection. Still, Clemson Tigers trying to make quick work of this power play with 1:24 left on it. And 8:56 left in this period. 54 now. Clemson passing it back and forth, wearing the Ice Wolves down. Big shot and a block by Green. Not going to make it through. Another big shot coming in. Miss. Not going to break.
I think if you're Clemson, you have to change it up a little bit. You're 0 for on the power play right now, and you got to get something going here.
Absolutely.
You got to.
And as you mentioned, Tennessee's playing very flowy, very big whistle blow from the ref.
Yeah, that's Sully Koff going hard in the net there, driving right towards the net and knocks up some moorings there.
Not a great position to be in.
And the puck should be dropped outside the zone, as it was a Tiger who knocked the knocked the goal off its moorings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if you're Clemson, you have to change it up. It's not working.
No, it's not. What is their standard gameplay like, Clemson?
Well, so far they've gone with the umbrella, and I just don't like the way they've been shooting from the points. They shoot the point, and the Tennessee goalie just snags it right in the air. There's no chance to rebound or anything. You got to work it down low a little bit. I know it's out of their game plan, but the Tennessee goalie and penalty kill in general has just been too good so far. And we're gonna have a 5-on-3 here, as a number 5 of Tennessee will go to the box. We'll get that call in just a moment. This is their second 5-on-3 here. You got to get one.
Absolutely. And I mean, they have 51 seconds of this 5-on-3. And once the 51 seconds end, they'll still have a 5-on-4 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in this second period. So the Clemson Tigers, they're talking amongst themselves, trying to figure out what their formation is going to be. If they're going to change it up a little bit, try and sneak one in here on the Ice Bulls. They're talking amongst themselves, trying to figure it out. And they might do it. They have almost a minute of 5-on-3 here. And if they don't get it now, if the Ice Bulls are able to kill this penalty, the odds are not looking good for Clemson in that case.
No, not right now. But if you can get one on the board here and provide some pressure, and you tilt the ice a little bit going into second period, you have a lot of momentum going in. So
Absolutely.
They need one goal here, or at least one.
Clemson passing it back and forth. A little bit of an interception there. Deflection by the Ice Bulls. Number 88 of Clemson, Santiago Diaz, playing at the back of the umbrella. They still have number 9 on the ice. Cade Henold, star player of theirs, but Tennessee clears it, and 25 seconds left of this 5-on-3. Clemson needs to figure it out now. They need at least one goal, I'd say, if they're going to go into the next period and want to come back.
7:50 to go in the period, and a lot of this power play has been just spent working the puck around the perimeter.
Absolutely.
But here we go.
Number 9, big shot. That's from Henold. Not quite going to make it.
And that time you got a little deeper in the slot, but you got to walk it a little further.
Now the Ice Bulls send out number 17.
Here we go. That was
And that's a 5-on-4, and they can't quite figure it out still.
That's a lot better in my eyes. You walked it right to the slot, and that's a great save there. It's a pure great save.
Incredible save from Green. Clemson Tigers not quite able to figure it out. They're not able to build anything against.
Yeah, and
Tennessee
now we're back at 5-on-4 here, but just do more of the same here. That was really good, a really good look there.
Absolutely. We have 7:25, 24, and 23 on the clock. Clemson Tigers taking control of the puck when this 5-on-4. They have 52 seconds left in this power play. Similar situation they found themselves in with 5-on-3, but they still couldn't figure it out. Now they're trying their best. They have a big crowd of fans here, as well as Tennessee. Number 6 of Clemson, that's Brian Blomgeist, trying to figure what teammate needs to shoot this in. Back to Blomgeist. Tennessee takes it, intercepts. Pinned, and a boarding call from Tennessee fans. Not happy with what they're seeing. Puck's pinned, and refs are going to start asking them to move it pretty soon here.
2-on-1 down here. What a battle.
Tennessee very happy to see the clear. Dietz comes out, moves the puck, tries to get it back to his teammate, and it's back to 5-on-5.
There was some physicality there down behind the net, behind Tennessee net. Tennessee fans calling for a penalty there for roughing, perhaps. Nothing going.
6:15, 14, and 13 on the clock. A big shot. Still not making it through. Green blocking it. Number 6 shoots. Still misses, and the goal moves.
A lot of frustration from Clemson right now, but they just have not been able to work that puck low enough. And when they have been able to work it low enough, they just makes an incredible save for the Tennessee goalie.
Absolutely, and that shot came in from Brian Blomgeist, number 6 it looks like, and still couldn't work it out against Green in the net. And then eventually the goal moved. That's about the second or third time I've seen that from Tennessee's side, I believe. Well, face off in Tennessee's D zone. Can Clemson figure it out? No more penalties. Power play's over. Tennessee made some great work of that penalty kill.
Shots are 16-15 in favor of Tennessee now.
That's a big whistle blow from the ref. Looks like there may be a penalty. No. Justin Ising sending it back to Tennessee's D zone. Five minutes, 50 on the clock in this second period.
The Tennessee defense is doing a great job here of getting shots off net. And they've only had to face 5 shots, Green has, so they've done a great job to get the puck away from their goalie and giving them opportunities to make nice saves.
Absolutely. 16-16 on shots on goals now, but Tennessee clearly has gotten 3 through. Clemson has got none. Clemson Tigers holding on to the puck there. Tennessee Ice Vols able to trick them up there. Clemson Tigers take it back. Number 4, Charles Du Bois. Ice Vols able to take control. 24 lets loose. Clemson Tigers able to take it back, return it to the O zone. Tigers are trying to figure out the game plan
now. If the
now.
Vols are able to hang on to this game, they will have won the Best in Flow tournament and $5,000. Isn't it $5,000? And the D2 championship. What a weekend that would be for them. You win a bunch of money and a trophy.
Quite incredible for them with 5 minutes, just passing 4:49, 48, and 47. Tennessee, a little bit aggressive here. 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Big shot and a goal! Dietz lets a 4th one up. And at this rate, 4:41 left in this period. It's going to take a miracle for Clemson to come back in this one.
Yeah, it is. And that was just a nice little odd-man rush there. You saw the Tennessee shooter joining in on the rush, and a really nice pass there. Not a lot that they can do on a two-on-one there. Not the best save percentage tonight, but he's for a while there, he kept them in the game, and now it's starting to fall apart for the Tigers.
Absolutely. A little bit of a push there and a ooh from the Tennessee fans. The goal's coming in now from the officials. That was number 17. Kyle Stober for Tennessee putting it in. Tigers once again on the defense.
Oh, wow. On the rebound there.
Goalie Dietz was on the ground there.
Yeah,
not the best position to be in.
We've seen a lot of parity in this series, and this is a nice rush chance there.
A little bit of a shot there.
A lot of really good games. And, as a championship game, you'd want to see a nice hockey game. So we're hoping Tigers can make a little comeback here and make it a little closer.
Absolutely. 3:40 on the clock right now. 4-0 for Tennessee. Clemson pretty brutal here, especially to be in their D zone. Finally found possession again, moving it to neutral ice.
Two really opposite teams here. The Vols have dominated this tournament, and Tigers have just sort of snuck their way through 2 wins here.
Absolutely. I mean, their games that they've played have not been easy. They definitely have been hard fought, especially with Florida. And 2 shots coming in from the Ice Vols. The third, Dietz able to block the 2, and the last one goes just above the crossbar.
Tennessee.
Another shot. Ooh, can they slip it in? No, Dietz got his padding in just the right place. And a little bit of hitting from Clemson and Tennessee. The refs are having to come in and break it up.
You saw a Tiger D-man go stand on the goal line. Might have played a factor there.
That's a good point. Dietz had just the right positioning there. He got his padding in just the right spot. It's definitely difficult for Tennessee to find that through. 2:56 on the clock here. The refs were able to break everything up. Everyone, another blow from their whistle, though.
And Tennessee is Clemson will take a timeout here with 2:56 to go in the second period.
Absolutely. Clemson needs to reorganize right now. If they need to take a timeout, now is not a bad time to use it.
Yeah.
What do you think Clemson's coach is in there?
I think he's just trying to settle them down a little bit. They're on their heels. And after this, I think we're going to see a bit of a push here from Clemson because after timeout, typically you do see a bit of energy, but they have a big hill to climb, and they've got to have some energy here. They need some good shots, some big saves, maybe some big hits, and then get back into it. 2 goals in the next 2 minutes sounds like a lot, but if they're able to get that, they go the next period playing pretty good. And even if they get 1, going to third, you got to feel a little bit better about your chances as you have eliminated a 3-goal lead before.
Absolutely. And I mean, Clemson, as I said, it's clear that if they let something get to their head, they can easily fall apart.
Yeah, and it is day 3, and conditioning is a big factor, and Clemson is a well-conditioned team. But right now, it appears as though 2 straight days of hard skating and some hard hockey is getting to the Tigers.
Very true. Tigers stay in the advance here with 2:45, 44, and 43 on the clock. Tigers keeping puck possession pretty well here, and a shot and a block from Green. Oh, a little bit of aggression there, a bit of a check.
The Tigers not able to walk it down there.
And the roof
defense.
strikes again.
The roof strikes again. I think I don't think the roof, even if the roof is much higher, that puck is going well out of the zone. Or well out of the
Very
rim.
true.
But still.
Very true.
15th time the puck has hit the roof in 3 days. We're averaging 5 hits on the roof per day now.
5 hits on the roof, and they're playing the Beatles.
Yes, and we're going all over the world, all over time, rather.
I don't know if the Beatles toured in Huntsville, but
Not a lot of modern music. Not since day 1 anyway.
nonetheless, the Ice Wolves take control, and a big shot from Fraser.
Yeah, nice snag there.
Snagged by Dietz, not letting it through. Still, Dietz shows his composure
Yeah.
in times like these.
Yeah, on day 1 we heard a lot of a certain rapper named Drake, who's little known in this part of the world, underground rapper for sure.
Definitely. I don't think I've heard of him.
No, I don't think I've heard of him either. I think I saw him on Twitter. He was in a certain dilemma last week.
Maybe, but nonetheless, 2 minutes on the time. The Clemson Tigers have to figure something out unless they're going to go into period 3 and have to figure out a 4-point deficit. Ice Wolves, Clemson, 4-man stack up here, trying to figure out who's going to get the puck. Over to Tennessee Ice Wolves. Big shot and a block from Dietz. Trying to get an interception by the Ice Wolves. Clemson Tigers trying to make some advancement in neutral ice here. Back to the Ice Wolves. That may have been a fresh player. I didn't quite see the exchange. And a shot and a nice little deflection by Dietz. Did he just punch?
There's going to be a penalty here, I believe, on Tennessee. Not quite sure what for, as the Tennessee player is the one that's down. He ran into Dietz. Yeah, it will be Tennessee going to the box, maybe for goalie interference is my best guess. He did run into them and he knocked the post off its moorings there.
A lot of goalie interference here I'm seeing. I said a lot of goalie interference I'm seeing this game.
Yeah, we've seen a few calls that like that this weekend. I think that one was probably one of the best examples of goalie interference, as he attempted to plow Dietz to the ice.
Absolutely. And now they're
And
playing
that
a
was
flock
Frazier
of seagulls.
who laid the body there.
Some new wave for you. Here in Huntsville. I don't think Huntsville knows about new wave, but
Yeah, no, I don't.
they do. Here we are in the face-off. The ref's checking the goals on Tennessee's side as well, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we've had a lot of busted pipes here so far.
Absolutely.
Still wait on the official penalty call. In this period, pending a power play goal.
Clemson
Womp womp, Tennessee fan.
hasn't been doing well on these power plays, though. They've been given tons of opportunities, especially that 5-on-3 they had.
Yeah.
Weren't able to make any work of it. Clemson now trying to make a quick shot.
What
Not
a shot
gonna work.
there. Shot it right in the chest of the goalie. That's not what he wanted to do, I'm sure.
No, but Green grabbed it nonetheless. Connor Frazier, number 14. One of the best point getter for Tennessee. He is in goalie checking penalty. He's in the box for goalie checking with a 2-minute.
I believe there was the goalie did retaliate. There's no call on that retaliation. I did not see that.
No.
But
1 minute left in this
partner here
period.
did.
Wow! Goal just crosses an empty net. Tennessee really was underprepared for that, but Clemson couldn't just sneak it in there.
Yeah, just barely just not going to goal. Spinning puck there, if it's rotating the opposite direction, it probably goes in the back of the net.
Very possible, with no touching from either team either, just a little bit of physics, and it could have slid right in. "54 seconds on the clock here. There's going to be a face-off in Tennessee's D zone with 1 minute 33 on their penalty. This is going to go into the next period if they don't get a goal.
If you need a power play goal, it will.
Clemson trying to figure something out. Big shot from number 9, caught between the legs of Green in the net. Really great work from him all game.
Yeah, it's been a brick wall back there. Looks very, very, very solid the whole game.
Don't want to jinx anything for Tennessee here, but 4-0 with Clemson, certainly making some great work.
I lost the puck there.
Yeah, Green thought it went in. He looked behind him. Didn't know if it was behind the net. Tennessee clears it with 1:11 on their penalty left. 30 seconds in the period. Tigers trying to make some advancement. One of the Ice Wolves is fine behind their behind their offensive line. Tigers figuring something out, going to pass it to each other. They have 10 seconds to figure something out. Shot hit right off of Ice Wolf skates. 2-1. That's the third period. Incredible work from Tennessee.
Yeah, they look really sharp there with 3 goals in the second period, and we got 21 minutes in this tournament, and then it's all done.
Wow. I cannot believe Clemson is not showing as well as they did against Florida or FAU.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
didn't know what you said.
I want to know what you think is going to happen in this third period, Russ. What do you think? Is Clemson going to pull something out of their sleeve?
I'm hoping to see some action from Clemson here to get back in this game a little bit. Obviously, I think it's a big mountain to climb here, and Tennessee looks dominant, and they look like they're the better team here. They're clearly outmatching the Tigers, but a goal or two, and the score looks a lot better in the end.
Absolutely. Well, that concludes the second period here of the championship game between the Clemson Tigers and the Tennessee Ice Wolves. We'll catch you back here for the third period of the final game of the Division II playoffs, College Hockey South, here in Huntsville, Alabama. We'll catch you back.
Welcome back here to the Huntsville Ice Sports Center as Tennessee has a 4-0 lead over Clemson going into the final period of the weekend. This is the championship matchup. After the game, stick around for a little bit to watch the presentation of the CHS D2 championship trophy that will be handed to the winner of this game by Commissioner Kyle Nell, who is just, I believe he was revoted in for another term.
Absolutely, he was. Will be presented here shortly to one of these teams in 20 minutes.
And right now, it appears as though it's going to be Tennessee, as they have a large lead of 4-0. It's going to be a very difficult comeback for the Tigers. They had done it before. Not quite 4-0. They erased a 3-0 deficit, and I would not put it past them to make this game at least close.
Definitely, and I mean, we don't know what happened in that locker room, but there definitely could have been some inspiring words from the coach or a bit more motivation.
Yeah.
And Clemson may feel the push to actually try and come back.
When as head coach of the Tigers, Mike DeClain was coming off the ice, there was some shouting between him and the refs, and I believe a coach of the Vols. So that was interesting there. Not sure what that's about. It appears as though Tennessee has 3 coaches. I believe they are all new this year. I could be wrong. I know it is Drew King's first year behind the bench. It's his first year coaching anywhere, as I think is what he told me. And we're about set for a puck drop here. The refs are discussing something. Now,
we do have a penalty on the board with 39 seconds left on number 14 of Tennessee's Connor Fraser. Very big impact player for Tennessee here.
Huge impact player. Number 1 in scoring. Don't have the numbers in front of me. But I remember when he played Ole Miss, he was definitely dominant. Played a big factor in that series. Obviously, Tennessee coming out with 2 wins.
Absolutely.
And if they hang on, they'll have 3 wins in 3 days, and they'll come away with $5,000 from the Best in Flow tournament.
Clemson Tigers taking the puck here, trying to figure out something, passing it back to 88, Diaz.
Diaz has had a pretty nice weekend. He's been all over the ice. They look good.
Absolutely. He's really the go-between for getting this puck to the right place.
Nice pad save there. Nice shot, though, as well.
Quite able to get it through, especially with Green in the net playing wonderfully this game. Penalty off the clock. Fraser out and ready.
And immediately in on the forecheck is Fraser.
Tigers coming up. Big hit. But Green catches it just before it can go in.
Yeah, and you can't say it enough. The crowd definitely playing a factor for the Vols here. It's about twice the size, I'd say, of the Clemson crowd, and that's fair as Clemson's about 5 hours from here, and Tennessee's about 3, which is
absolutely 1 minute down in this period already, and Clemson and the Tigers, the Ice Bulls are still battling it out.
Here we go in the rush here.
Big shot, nearly just deflection off of Green and hits the goalpost. Can't quite make it. Tennessee moving up into neutral. Now they're in the O-zone, trying to figure out another point. Not quite. Dietz stops it right in its tracks.
Some bad luck for the Tigers there. That puck just spun the wrong direction. It's the second time we've seen that, just to barely trickle away from the goal.
Definitely. And we have the stats on the last time Clemson and Tennessee met.
Yeah, in the last game that they played, it was a 2-1 Tennessee win. But the Tigers still outshot them, which is about on par here. The gap is much closer now, but
yeah, with about 24 shots from Tennessee and 26 from Clemson.
The Tigers have nearly outshot Tennessee the whole game, and just Green back there for the Vols
trying to make a move here. They don't have the connection between the players. to get one in. 2 minutes off the clock already in this third period of our final game here in Huntsville,
Yes.
the Division II College Hockey South playoffs.
We've had, 10, 12 games this weekend?
About 10, yes. Shot high, just misses the ceiling.
Could have been the 16th time we've seen the ceiling monster come into play here.
Absolutely.
Perhaps our next
Clemson.
article for the writing team will be, why is the Huntsville Ice Sports Center like this?
That's a good point. It has been repurposed, and
I think it
referees
might have
blowing a
been
whistle after players hit by the puck. I believe this rink was definitely repurposed, as the Lakeland Ice Arena was also repurposed, the host of our Division III playoffs next weekend in Lakeland, Florida. That rink was a bowling alley, actually. And incredible performance here from the Ice Bulls, really keeping the puck away from the Clemson Tigers. Clemson Tiger, 93, Ronan Bryant, checking Tennessee like that. Tigers
can't
moving
find
up,
the handle of
slip,
the puck there.
aren't quite able to keep control. The Ice Bulls are going to take it. Moving into neutral ice, he finds himself stuck between a few Tigers, but he's moved the puck to the right side. And a big shot. Doesn't quite make it, though.
The Vols are definitely controlling the pace of play here. Not a lot of pushback from the Tigers.
No, not at all.
Don't have a lot of time to wait here. Obviously not their intention, but they just can't find anything.
No. Already 4 minutes, or 3 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. Tennessee can't quite make anything work out. But they don't need to. It's really Clemson that's behind the 8 ball here.
Yeah.
That needs to make up so much lost ground in this game. And they find themselves stuck in their D zone with some nice offensive play from Tennessee. Clemson Tigers not able to quite find that puck. And, ooh.
Off the skate of his own skater
Tries
there.
to clear it out of his defensive zone, and like you said, Russ, right off his teammate's skates.
Yeah.
Can't quite find the puck again. Tigers are going to take it, most likely. Tigers now find themselves in their D zone. A pass to number 12. And number 16 of Clemson.
That puck goes up into the netting. Off a stick of the Vols. Cameraman is Mason Phelps.
Absolutely.
Said it a bunch. I'll say it again. Former Army veteran.
Finding
Say-
ourselves in a puck drop in the neutral zone here.
Make sure to tell him thank you for your service as he served his time in the Army.
It's a request from Russ. And Ice Bulls taking the puck here, and it's straight into the ceiling. Not even... That might have hit most arena stadiums, really.
Yeah, it did not come back down. It's stuck up there now.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that one on Huntsville. That was a pretty high shot. It would have hit...
That one shut up in the air.
Probably would have hit some lights at Daytona Ice Complex as well. Light would have fallen out of the sky if it was over there. Well, the Ice Bulls are trying to take possession here, but the Tigers are ultimately going to win it with Diaz taking the puck, running it up into the Ice Bulls D zone, pinned against a wall. Can't quite find it. Ice Bulls taking it back. Number 14, Fraser. Person we've seen a lot from this game.
Yeah, we've seen a lot from Frazier the whole weekend, really. There's a shot on it there from the point. He's played very, very well all weekend.
Absolutely, and Clemson's going to stop it by Dietz. 5 minutes already up in this period, and Clemson hasn't been able to make anything stick.
No, they have not. They need to get something going here quick, very, very quickly, as time is only going to chip away. And Tennessee probably just content to let the clock run down here, but Clemson is on their heels, so
Yeah.
Tennessee applying some pressure here.
I remember you saying that Tennessee doesn't quite try to be aggressive if they don't need to.
Yes,
And they certainly don't need to now.
Yeah, there's no need for them to push too hard here, but if they really want to rub it in, I suppose they could.
Absolutely.
As they have had their way with Tennessee tonight, they've had their way with Clemson tonight.
Yeah, this afternoon. We keep thinking it's night because our games have been so late.
And we've been here all day.
All day, rather. It's only 2 p.m. here in Huntsville, Alabama. I know a lot of us on the East Coast would be 3:30.
We are in Central Time.
Absolutely.
The superior time zone.
That's what they say.
Unless you ask
In
anyone
Huntsville.
from outside the Central Time zone.
Well, found a little bit of a shot on goal earlier against Tennessee, but Green ultimately stopped it, found the face-off, and the Ice Wolves have possession in the neutral zone at the moment. Move it forward, clear it into Tennessee's O-zone. Not going to take advantage of it, though. And number 4 of the Clemson Tigers, Charles DeBose, getting wrapped up there. Puck possession, Ice Wolves can take control. They don't quite make the connection. Green really coming a long way out of his net there to send that back down.
I don't think that we've seen a shutout this tournament yet. We've seen a bit of everything.
That's the word I wasn't trying to say, Russ.
Well, I'm going to say it, okay? Anywho, yesterday we saw a 9-8 barn burner. I mean, it was goals left and right from UAH and Vandy. And here we're seeing not quite the opposite. The Tennessee is quadrupling the Tigers right now.
Absolutely.
Earlier today, we did see a 3-2 victory, FAU and Tampa. If the score stands, this will be our lowest scoring game of the tournament.
Ooh, a slip there, number 15 on Clemson.
Yeah, well, that is a very big if with the way Tennessee playing right now.
Absolutely. Clemson
Off
trying
the
to figure
post.
something out. They only have 12 minutes and 32 seconds. I think they've realized it was a blow from their
And
whistle.
Kyle Stober is going to go to the box.
Looks like a penalty coming through. Kyle Stover.
Yeah, he let's see what the call exactly. Maybe might have knocked the player into the goal there.
Now, something about Tennessee in this game is they found a lot of penalties, racking them up, really.
Yeah, and
Even found themselves in a
yeah.
3v5, but it didn't quite affect their game, Russ.
I think the momentum from the kill really affected or really pushed this team forward, and it just showed how dominant they've been. And right as it stands, they're outscoring opponents 16-2 in this tournament, which is quite the goal differential there for only 3 games.
Most definitely.
They will go in the power play for 2 minutes here.
Well, Clemson trying to figure it out. Big shot, but not quite. Greener.
And the call is the call on Stober is for interference.
Green's able to block that quite well. And, I mean, big props to him with 27 shots on goal, not letting a single one through.
Sully can't keep it in the point.
Another blow of the whistle from the refs.
Head coach of the Tigers telling his team to bear down. It's the wrong animal for their mascot.
It is 11:59 on the clock. And Clemson has to figure something out. They have about a goal per 3 minutes at this rate.
That's some nice math. Not a math broadcast. Not a math major.
And if it is, we're doing the math for you. You don't have to do anything too complex here with College Hockey South Division II playoffs championship game. We will remind you of that. And the ref's legs just catches the puck. Would have been a clear nicely.
Spade, this is similar to that. This is for our league. So it's more like the SEC championship game rather than the NCAA. The equivalent of that would be next month at the national tournament, in which teams from all over our conference, our league, will be here.
Absolutely. This is just the CHS championship game at the playoffs here. This is for the best teams in the Division II of College Hockey South. Big clear from the Ice Wolves. And Clemson's Dietz is going to stop it. Clemson Tigers figuring it out, playing a little slow here. They're killing time, counter to what they're supposed to do. They have 10 minutes and 40 seconds left and 8 seconds on the power play. May have forgotten that Tennessee has a player in the box, but they're coming out just now with 10 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Still a 0-4 game from Clemson's standpoint, and the crowd cheers for Tennessee.
They kill yet another penalty off. They have gained momentum from these penalty kills.
Absolutely, and I've been hearing a lot about Clemson's CrossFit twice a week.
Yes.
But it hasn't paid off in this game, it looks like.
It's
Clemson not quite getting it. Able to block the shot on the defense from Ice Wolves, making a big strike there, and another one, but Dietz is able to deflect it. Ice Wolves still maintaining possession here, trying to find if they can get a fifth maybe. They don't try to play too aggressive if they don't have to, but when you're given opportunities like that, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, Clemson right now just not able to hold anything up, and I don't think Tennessee is being too aggressive here. It's just Clemson's been on their heels for so long. They've sort of been playing really passively. They can't get anything going.
Absolutely, and I mean 9:30, 29, and 28 on the clock. Clemson's still not able to make anything work. Ice will still have possession. Goes around the boards, that puck. Clemson Tigers going to take possession finally. 9:15 on the clock. Big clear, and it hits the ceiling.
That is officially the 16th time that's the ceiling. And it's
In rink one.
Play. I believe one time at our home rink at Ole Miss, there's a disco ball above the center ice.
Interesting.
I think one time last year a puck did hit the disco ball.
And I'm assuming that's for disco night.
I would think so. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it used before, but,
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. It
Sounds like they play Elvis and stuff during nights like this.
Yes, they definitely do. As it's about an hour and a half from Tupelo, so they definitely play Elvis there.
Absolutely.
Much more modern music, I would say.
I haven't heard the Bee Gees yet here in Huntsville, but anything can happen, as you can see. Clemson, 9 minutes left, and they score, it seems.
Really nice move there from Clemson, and it's 4-1.
I was barely able to see that. I thought it may have been a block unless it just slipped right through Green's defense. Interesting now. As I said, a goal per 3 minutes at 12 minutes exactly, and it's 9 now.
It's not impossible.
And this is not a math stream. But anyways, 3 goals Clemson needs to recover, and we've seen plenty of overtime games here at the playoffs. These are great teams, similar performances that we've seen, so of course you're bound to see some overtime.
Yeah, with the ice in there after the goal,
absolutely,
you might
it's going to be
see
back
a bit of a momentum shift for the Tigers.
And some Guns N' Roses, and now we have
yes,
some.
I did have to say the S word.
Now we have some Van Halen. A lot of hair metal now.
Yes, very much.
Looks like there's some body stacking up, and a blow of the whistle from the refs as the ice was stuck in neutral, or the puck was stuck in neutral ice. Almost made it to Clemson Tigers' side.
It's been quite the weekend here in Huntsville. 3 straight days of hockey.
Absolutely. 8:30 on the clock now. Clemson Tigers are going to take possession. 15 over to 17. And the Ice Wolves are going to try and intercept. It looks like Clemson Tigers number 8. Big
block shot there.
And a miss. Seven.
Oh, what a save there from Green. Like, that's the right pad save.
Absolutely. Big stack up here next to Tennessee's goal, but not
that's
going
a
to
beer
make
league
it
shot
through.
we've seen one only. Nowhere near the net.
Trying to figure it out. Tigers a little bit different here. You see Diaz behind the net. That's not something you see all too common with Clemson. A big shot and goes into Tennessee's benches. Looks like a face-off Tennessee's D zone. Clemson has 7 minutes and 27 seconds to figure it out if they're going to want to come back and bring this into overtime. Face-off here. Puck drop. And the Ice Wolves take it. They're going to be moving the puck into neutral ice. Over into the O zone. Big shot and a miss. Why? Puck. Another shot, not making it. Tigers a slip from the Ice Wolves. Tennessee taking possession. Collision, 3-man. Tigers are going to take back possession and see if they can figure something out. Pass onto number 9. Number 9 is Cade Henold, their top point getter. They're going to need to make something happen, try and get some energy out of him. 6:33 on the clock and the rest blow whistle.
Some pretty good pressure for the Tigers so far in the last 5 or so minutes. Still a 3-goal deficit here. Not looking good.
The Ice Wolves are going to take possession here and send it high off the ceiling again.
Gosh. Straight into the ceiling there.
We have 6 minutes and 18 seconds here left in the third period of the championship game here at the D2 playoffs, CHS. What are you looking for right now, Russ? Do you think Clemson has a chance?
I'm not liking their odds right now. I do want to see a bit of a push here. They've been doing good past couple minutes, but they need to continue it and just fight back and make it closer.
Absolutely. Well, the Ice Wolves are going to take possession behind their net here, and Clemson Tigers able to find it. 93, Ronan Bryan taking it. Tennessee, Mitchell Spranklin over to neutral ice.
Oh, big hit there in the glass.
A little bit of a pile up there. Bunch teamed up on by Clemson Tigers, and a shot. And Dietz is able to block it. 5:45 on the clock. Clemson Tigers taking possession, trying to find their way with 5 minutes and 27 seconds, 26 and 25. Charles DeBose, big defensive player here for Clemson over the Diaz. But eventually the Ice Wolves are going to take back possession and find the interception and maybe get another one here if they need to. Holding it behind the net. Another tried to shoot, but wasn't able to connect to the puck there. Ice Wolves lose it, take it back to their D zone, reevaluate. And Clemson intercepts, but the Ice Wolves keep possession.
Less than 5 minutes to go in the game, in the tournament.
Yeah, after this game, this one's for all the bragging rights and the trophy until next year's Division II playoffs. Sticks stuck together there. Privman crashes against the boards with 24 of Clemson. Puck's been in neutral ice for a while now, finding its way into Clemson's D zone. Clemson sends it back, neutral ice. Clemson's going to take it, kick it, get it out of the Ice Wolves' way. Ice Wolves are going to send it back around. The Tigers are going to take this puck, though, in their D zone.
Not a lot going for either team right now.
Not at all. 3:45 on the clock. And I don't know Clemson's chances of coming back
Are going slender by the second, yeah.
It doesn't look likely, but a big shot there.
Gotta put that one on
net.
Gotta go on net there this late in the game.
You know, I mentioned the goal per 3 minutes. They're behind by 2 now at this rate. 3:25 on the clock.
There you go, one-on-one.
The Ice Wolves making quick advancement. This could be a solo play off of Dietz, and he catches it. Dietz doesn't let it through. Tennessee's fans are quite happy with themselves right now, though.
Looking for a boarding call. They're not going to get one. It takes number 43 of the Vols. Not number 43. Number 13, rather. Michael Costantino is back on his feet and ready for the draw.
3:16 on the clock. There's going to be a face-off here in Clemson's D zone, and the refs blow the whistle again.
3:15 to go in the period. Not sure what the whistle's about there.
Nonetheless, 3:15 on the clock. 1 less second. They're going to do another. And Ice Wolves take it. Big shot and a block from Dietz. Clemson Tigers take possession. They're trying to make quick work here. I don't think they're going to get the same treatment that Florida gave them. And the refs blow a whistle. Sends it back, it looks like. Was an icing call.
Well, with 3:01 to go in the period in the game, this tournament looks like, as it stands, obviously Tennessee will host the trophy here.
3 minutes left in this tournament. Championship game. Tennessee
Through the legs of Frazier
maintaining
and Crease.
possession.
And what a weekend it's going to be for Tennessee, winning the trophy and a significant amount of money for their team. Not to mention the great fans that showed up here and traveled the 3-hour and 11-minute drive from Knoxville.
Absolutely, and 4 hour and 50 minute for Clemson, it seems.
Yeah, for nearly 5 hours.
Ice Wolves are looking for a big shot here. Don't quite succeed. So the Clemson Tigers are going to take possession and try and make something work here. Not quite. Tennessee almost loses a stick there. Blocking that one. Off the boards there. Tennessee tries to maintain possession. Another big shot from Clemson. Puck gets stuck on top of the goalie net, it looks like. That was shot just out into the net, fell back down.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a face-off here.
2:20 left to go in the game. Yeah, another really nice save there from Green. Still being outshot, the Vols are. And it looks like the
goalie
Tigers
interference
are gonna get a goal here. No.
Clemson didn't.
Bit of a confusing play there as the goalie was pushed into the net, and the whistle was blown. The puck was stuck in his padding. You see the Tigers are just trying to crash the net as much as possible here, with 2:10 in the game left. Bit of an unconventional. The goalie is drawn. So they have an extra player along the other faceoff dot, and why not? 2:10 left to go, though.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 7, 6, and 5 left here. Clemson going to find
Now,
out.
an empty netter would surely be the nail in the coffin here for the Tigers. even with a 6-on-5 here, not a lot going for the Tigers, and Tennessee has just absolutely dominated this whole tournament.
Absolutely.
Not going to be icing there. Oh, there's the icing. Wow, number 6 had a play on it but missed it, and they still call it icing.
And Ironman playing 1 minute and 34 left in this last period of the last game, this championship game here at the D2 playoffs for College Hockey South. Face off in Tennessee's D zone. Clemson losing possession, intercepted by the Ice Wolves. Clemson taking it back, though. Maybe they can make a point. Not quite. High stick there.
Diaz gets in the zone. And now it leaves, and a shot down the ice. That will be icing.
And 1 minute and 4 seconds left.
It's been a wonderful weekend here for the Ice Falls. They've outscored opponents now 16-3. Now, this is the first year, I believe, that we've had the North-South format, and the North will be the first champion of the format. My favorite Iron Man movie has got to be Iron Man 1, the original, the first one. After that, okay trilogy, not the best in my opinion.
One minute and 4 seconds remaining. Clemson trying to figure out what they're doing.
Zamboni is
As
getting
the
ready.
Zamboni is getting ready. That's really, the SpongeBob, the classical music in D minor for Clemson is seeing the Zamboni roll out while they're down 3 points.
Yes.
That can't be a nice sight.
They have, what's it called? It's like it stops you from going forward on the road. It's what's it called? It's like on a train
red
stop.
light?
No, no, it's a bar.
Oh, a railroad crossing.
Christian Bale Batman? That's a great question. That's a fantastic question. Now, I am considering, I have to say, it's got to be Dark Knight.
Well, nonetheless,
Yeah,
104 on the
the
clock and the
second one,
face-off here. And
Forgot the name, but yeah,
Tennessee's
great movie.
D-zone. Center ice. Not quite. Sending it back to the Ice Wolves D-zone.
Nice
shot on net,
there.
not quite. Tennessee playing some solid defense here with 40 seconds left. I don't think there's any hope for Clemson at this rate. This is 3 goals they need to make in 34 minutes and counting. There's no way they're doing this, Russ.
No, this is going to be it, and they look like they're just going to accept it here as they dump it in cross ice.
Absolutely stalling from Tennessee's Ice Wolves, it looks like. Shot high, clear. Empty net. Not quite in. 6 men are on Clemson's ice. 10 seconds left, and that looks like it's going to do it for Clemson versus Tennessee here at the Huntsville Division II playoffs. A 4-1 game. 4-1 game for Tennessee against Clemson. Clemson had a very good streak here as the underdog against Florida and FAU. But Tennessee was just too big of a beast, the Clemson Tigers. And that'll do it. And now for some celebration from the Clemson,
4-1
the
dominant
Tennessee
victory
side.
for
Clemson,
the Tennessee Ice Falls.
an unfortunate
Great crowd
defeat.
on hand. They absolutely deserve this series, this win. They will. They will go. They'll go to Nationals now with the CHS D2 trophy under their belt. a really dominant performance from the whole weekend. Clemson just could not make a comeback there. Looked really solid for the most part of the weekend. But the Cinderella story will end here with a 4-1 loss to the Tennessee Ice Falls.
Absolutely. And CHS Commissioner Kyle Nell is down there with the trophy in hand, fist bumping a Clemson player. The trophy is not quite for them. Very good performance from Clemson throughout this tournament. But ultimately, Tennessee, the second seeded team entering this tournament.
Got to shout out Travis here in the chat, been active all game. Wonderful. Wonderful Travis. And that's going to conclude the weekend here as Tennessee will take the trophy. And just a dominant performance. They scored 16 goals, allowed 3 for a 13 goal differential. Just an amazing performance here as they hoist the trophy. What a performance for him. What a season, really. A little bit of adversity in that game going short a man. Miles Jackson was ejected early on in the game. Nice job from them just to stay composed and get it done.